What's good, YouTube? Welcome to Hood Tarot. No, I'm playing with y'all. Welcome to the Divine Sanctuary where we divinely guide y'all through the 5D. You feel what I'm saying? I'm coming on to bring a collective message for the chosen seeds. The 144,000 at this time. I want to share with y'all a vision that I had got, kind of like what you call a dream, but like a parallel universe. And that's what this message is going to be about. I want to get clarity on what exactly happened. So basically in this dream, anyways, peace. Let me just start off with peace to the collective. Peace, y'all. Basically in this dream, or what you call a dream, which is a parallel universe, portals open up all around the planet. All right, so there was interdimensional beings actually coming down to the realm. Like, they were not in the sky. They were posting up in front of everybody's homes. And all I remember is being in that parallel universe, and all you see on the news was these orbs keep popping up. But do you remember how the orbs came over here and they were in the sky? They weren't in the sky this time. They were literally on ground level. Like, you could walk outside your house and there was a portal open. It was not too big. They were probably the size of a hat. You feel me? Probably this small right here. In the middle of this, in the middle of the just this existence, it was like a portal just like this, and it was open up, and you can go to the portal, and when you look at it, like, it literally, like, you see how this is fixed? It was not fixed. So if y'all see those back there, you see how those are shiny? Like, if you walk past them, they start changing like different perspectives and shit. Yeah, that's exactly how these portals were. Like, they were not fixed. It was like everything else looks physical, but as soon as I go to this portal and I saw around it, it's literally a portal. Like, I could see into things. Like, I'm not explaining, it just was not fixed. It was like an open portal to somewhere. Now, I found it very interesting how this vision played out, because I remember being on the news, and all you hear, well, I wasn't on the news because I don't watch the news. But like in the dream, everybody was watching the news. It was worldwide that these orbs were popping up, literally just popping up. And the main thing I remember to note was that they had the silver wiring around them. And I remember watching a video before about these silver wirings, especially when you're astral projecting how plasma energy has this silver cord, right? This silver cord which electrifies it. And each and every one of these interdimensional beings had a silver cord. And what this told me was that these beings decided to come down from whatever realm they exist on, whatever density, whatever frequency. And they came down as these beings, but not necessarily physical yet. Like, we couldn't perceive them yet. They just came down as their Makurba. And it was like that portal was there, but I knew that their body was somewhere else because of the silver wiring. So let me explain it to y'all. So after seeing the news and after everybody's getting it's almost like not fear, but everybody was expecting an orb. Like I said, these were popping up at every single location, every single house, everybody was to see them. I was actually one of the last in that universe to see an orb. Like, so I'm gonna tell you how it went down. So again, after watching the news of everybody seeing these orbs, I'm starting thinking to myself, like, dang, like, am I finna see one of these? Like, whatever the heck. And all I can remember is coming out my house, and there's an orb right literally in front of the street. Like I said, not in the sky, in the middle of the street, ground level, where you could touch them. Now, what's interesting about these orbs, and this is why I want to really clarify, is because it seemed that these orbs came down as portals for us to ascend. Because I remember very specifically, certain people were touching the orbs, and they were combining their energy with the orb, if that makes sense. The silver wiring that was linked to these orbs, they would actually go next to them and touch them and try to merge their energy. And I remember in this dream, in this parallel universe, I was with 3 other people, right? 3 other family members. And I remember one of my family members decided that they was going to touch the orb. And all I could remember in my head was like, that person does not have the frequency to channel that orb. I remember the orb kind of talking to me. It was basically telling me, like, you, chosen, are the one that needs to touch me. Pause. It was saying, like, you are the one that needs to merge. Like, it basically was telling me that everybody around you is not on the frequency that you emit. You're the only one that could hold this frequency of this orb, at this interdimensional being. You're the only one who could transform like this. And I feel like this message is a lot towards the golden child, all right? Towards the golden childs. We have different kind of star seeds down here, which what people got to understand. A star seed is almost like an interterrestrial, all right? A star seed, if you are a star seed and you have memories and identities uncovering of you a star seed, you're a very, 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 very powerful soul. Very powerful soul. You came in for the assistance of the collective consciousness. So you might have not came down as that 144,000, truth be told. Maybe, but maybe not. Because the thing about a star seed is like, the star seeds, right? If you go, what is a star seed? It's literally in its name, the star seed. So you come from the stars, you come from those higher dimensional planes, and you were sent down to earth, literally to assist in the guidance in the ascension process. So, quite frankly, I let this family member go ahead and touch the orb. Like, I remember just the orb calling out to me saying, like, listen, you're the only one that could emit this frequency. You are the one that needs to merge with me. And first off, how this orb looked, it was a black orb with silver lining around it. All right. It was not like a pitch black orb. Like I said, it was like an open portal. It was a portal to something. Like, it was just so out of this world and just so freaking like beautiful. It was just so, I want to curse so bad. I want to use so much profanity right now. That shit was mad beautiful, bro. And I just remember letting this family member go ahead. I remember just letting this family member go ahead, and they went to go touch the orb. Like I said, it was a thing for trying to bind your energy with that orb. I remember that universe, it was like a thing. Like, if you saw these orbs, like your mission was to like bind yourself with the orb. Like, they didn't just come down for no reason. And so again, I let this family member go ahead and go try to bind himself to the orb. And you know what happened? The orb slowly and surely started to fade away. That's it. That's the end of my dream right there, or the parallel universe. Then I was brought back to Earth. And that's pretty much all I can remember, was that when this family member went to go touch that orb, it faded away. Like, literally just faded away. It could not, whatever that person was, their frequency was not high enough to channel that energy of that orb. So bitch just left. The bitch left. I ain't gonna lie. The bitch was like, nah, I'm going. But right now, I want to see, what was the overall theme of that dream? Like, what was the overall message? What was the overall, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there was significance. There was a lot of significance with these orbs. First off, I want to clarify the energy of these orbs. What energy did they come down? What was the energy? What was the purpose of these orbs, Spirit? May you remind us. May you tell us, so we can channel for the collective. Let's see. Wait, I've been doing this thing now, and now I see it's like, you gotta cut your deck 3 times. Pop, pop, pop. That's how real readers do it. Alright. Alright, let's see the overall energy of these orbs. You got justice coming out. So, justice, that's very big. Like, this has been popping up in a lot of the readings before. Justice, like, so I guess we're getting into that. Justice has been served. Like, justice, when I say justice has been served, I mean justice is being served. And right now at this time, you might feel called to do certain things. You might feel called to really leave certain things behind, because with this justice being served, it's about recognizing that the scales are balanced. So you no longer have to fall to certain tendencies, or you don't have no longer have to fall. And it could be within the throat chakra, the way you express yourself. Maybe you was unwilling to express yourself. Now, with this justice has been served, the chosen seeds, the collective, they're allowed now to express their being authentically and fully. Before, maybe the beings were not in tune, you know what I'm saying, with how they express themselves. They didn't feel like there was a balance. But I do see that these orbs came down to bring balance. They're coming down to bring balance. They're coming down to bring some type of justice. Whether this is actually going to happen, or this was just in that universe, maybe it could be next phase. It could be next phase, because as y'all know, these orbs, they were in the sky at one time. They were in the sky, but now I told y'all in this parallel universe, they were no longer in the sky. They were ground level, not on the ground, but they were enough for you to go touch them. So justice is XI, which I'm pretty sure that's 11. 1111 is gonna be the message for this. 1111 is definitely gonna be the number 111. If you've been seeing those signs, your spirit team is sending you signs, because 1111 is a gateway. It's a portal that we're walking through. So I just want you to understand, at this time, we are literally going through portals. It makes sense with this 1111 here. You're literally going through portals, like actual portals. And I feel like with each and every portal that you go through, more justice is served, more clarity is given, more authenticity is expressed. You feel what I'm saying? Authenticity. And somebody just liked a message, so messages could be significant, like finding your spirit team. Maybe you started aligning with your spirit team, with this justice has been served. Like you're starting to find certain beings that are matching your frequency, or maybe you're just alone and you're starting to just attract those beings. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely seeing a very light, positive energy around the collective seeds. With all the work that they have been putting in, is finally starting to pay off. All right, it's starting to pay off because we started to recognize our power, call back our power. I want to know in that universe, why didn't I touch the orb? Like, something told me I should touch the orb, but in my intuition, it was like, nah, let him touch the orb so he could see. I don't know. I want to see what that was about. Let's see what that was about. Why didn't I touch the orb, chosen? I mean, spirit team. With this Five of Swords, it would have caused too much confliction. It would have caused too much confliction if I would have binded my... Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting as fuck. Because I knew in that universe, I knew that I can bind with this. Like, I know who I am. You feel what I'm saying? And a golden child, you got to understand what a golden child is. If any of y'all resonate with that term, a golden child is not... They're one of the top of the charts. They are the phoenix rising. Okay, they can transmute. They're like a golden child has many powers that I will not share right now because that's for a later video. But with this Five of Swords right here, I knew in my intuition that I was able to do this. I knew that I was going to be the one to merge myself with this orb or go through this portal. But the thing about it, or to at least connect with this being, maybe get further insight, further truth. The thing about this is I knew that there was beings watching. Like I said, there was actually 3 other motherfuckers. What did I say, y'all? There was 3 people with me in the dream. There was 3 people with me in the dream, and I knew their frequency was not right enough to even get into this orb. So with this Five of Swords right here, this is clarifying, it would have been too much chaos. It would have been not even that. It's like, I don't know who can relate with this, but I'm the type of person, I play dumb. Especially when I know. I play dumb because I want to see where you will take it. You feel what I'm saying? I want you to think that I'm stupid. I want you to think that I don't know when I know very well. You feel what I'm saying? Because that leaves so much more error for you. That leaves so much more room for you. You feel what I'm saying? Express yourself authentically, sis, big bro, and let me see your true colors. So that's exactly how I moved in this dream. And it's like, and maybe you guys could be experiencing that yourself. You know, but you're not gonna go out your way to prove it to anybody. Why would you prove yourself to these beings? You know their vibration is low. Why am I going to show you guys something that you've never seen before? Why will I literally transform? Because what would have happened if I went through that portal? I would have transformed as a golden child. I would have turned probably into a phoenix and started flying off. You feel me? And then the beings around me would have been like, what the? Like, who knows? They probably would have started a world war down here. Oh, boo. All right? So I knew that it was going to cause too much confliction with this Five of Swords. I knew that there was beings watching, trying to gain clarity. So I feel this is deeper. This is deeper because the beings that you have around you that has followed you for legacies, whether it be family, whether it be friends, check into their karma. Check into their karma, and you started really analyzing these beings, and it's deeper because they're watching for a reason. They're watching to bring information back. They're not just watching to watch. They're watching to gain knowledge, to gain information. Because now, at this point in time, they realize you are that one. You are that one. There is no bull BS in your energy no more. You authentically express yourself as one. So you are the one. And it's like these beings are trying to watch. You feel me? Empress, you started to nurture on yourself. So this is 11. This is a 5. 5s could be significant as well. 555 could be significant. 55. 5s could be real significant. Let's see. Let's clarify this 5 of Swords though. What else? What else for this 5 of Swords? This is disgusting. This is disgusting. So what this 5 of Swords is like, it looks like you don't need these people anymore to be fulfilled. You have the 9 of Cups coming out. You have the 9 of Cups coming out with the 5 of Wands. So these beings are just too much chaos. There's too much chaos energy. There's too much back and forth. It's too deceiving. It's very unloyal. And it just plays with your emotions. You're tired of people playing with your emotions. Tired of beings playing with your emotions. Therefore, you have extracted your energy. You feel me? So if you're in that place of watching and you know, it's because you're filled with all your cups. You're at this point in your ascension process. 555 on my screen. You're at this point in your ascension process where you have matured enough emotionally, right? You have matured enough emotionally, okay? And you have authentically expressed yourself emotionally that you can see through anybody who's not being authentic. You are the 9 of Cups, right? You're coming out of this 9 of Cups, which is somebody who's very emotionally fulfilled. They do not need anybody. They are happy by themselves. They are happy with what they have. They are very content with what they have. And with this 5 of Wands, you may find that people are fighting for what you have. They may have deceived you through the process. They may have tried taking these cups from you slickly. Because the 5 of Wands is a very slick energy, and it came out in reverse. So this is definitely not your energy. This is definitely given that this has no access to you. So whatever beings, maybe you was, if this would have came upright, then you was still involved with this energy. But you are not involved with this energy. And all that karma I'm seeing is going to these beings. But this is overall about justice here. So let's see. What does this have to do with justice, Most High? Clarify. Give me more on this justice card. I want to know more about this balance, this justice, this clarity. Oh, I thought that was a 10 of Cups that came out. I was about to say. So we have the 4 of Swords, 4 of Cups coming out. Okay. So with this 4 of Cups I'm getting here, and how somebody's being presented the opportunity, but they're rejecting it because they're too focused on these spilled cups. This is not your energy. You're coming out as this 9 of Cups. Somebody who accepted their mission. Somebody who's accepted. They're not resisting any type of flow. This person is resisting flow. Whoever these energies are, they have resisted flow for time and time again. It is not their first lifetime where they're resisting flow. Okay? So that's why these beings may have tried and find themselves taking you trying to do a marathon, but you haven't ran 2 miles yet. You trying to run a marathon, but you haven't trained 5 miles. You feel what I'm saying? So it comes into the point where it's like, it's not going to, whatever you try to do is not going to reciprocate. You know what I'm saying? That in which you seek. What I'm trying to say here is that they're not at that point of their process where they're able to go into that orb. All right. So they were just trying to jump into that orb. And you have 3 cups here, buddy. There's a lot of work to do. All right. There's a lot of work to do. And I'm actually going to move these energies together because that's what it's all given. Again, these people have received many offers. They have received the calling, whatever you may put on it, to, again, do the things that resonate with their soul. But with the 4 of Cups, they've rejected this offer time and time again. They're still stuck on something here. What are they stuck on? What are these being stuck on? I want to know. What is this spilled cups about? What is this spilled cups about? Because I feel like they might not show this to you. I feel like this is more behind the scenes. Is that the 2 of... This spilled cups is because they understand they got no access to your energy. There is no more partnership with you. You have partnered up with yourself. I see. This spilled cups is because these people realize how to... It's so interesting here. Because you have 2 cups here, but it is a beautiful union. This is all partnership. And I'm not seeing this as 2 people. I'm seeing this as you integrating your energy as one. You integrating your energy as one, therefore, so you can attract your other one. But That's later. Right now, focus on that you've integrated your energy as one. This is how I'm seeing this energy. You became one with yourself. With these beings here, they have 3 cups here, and they still don't know how to do that. They still have not became one with themselves. So they're looking at all the emotions, even the emotional immaturity, the emotional displacements, the emotional manipulation that they've tried on you. And it's like, they're mad because it's like, it's just, now they're forced to reflect. Because now why they have to reflect is because they have to be careful now. They have to be careful with what they do, because if you were sending karma out my way and justice has been served, that means whatever you've been sending out my way is coming towards you. So you must watch. That's deep, and that's dark. I want to move on from this energy because I'm picking up on very, very dark energy. Y'all could be feeling it. Most time I'll pull one more card for that because I know y'all want me to give some insight on that, but that's a little dark energy. That's very dark, actually. Tell me the last thing I need to know about these beings. What to watch out for, what to do, what do I need to know? The Wheel of Fortune, they no longer have access. Things are turning in your favor. I can't put it no other way. Things are turning in your favor. In your favor, in the collective's favor, in the Most High, and it's bigger. Things are turning. Like, things are changing. Things are changing all around the world, whether it's behind the scenes, in front of your face. It's like, I'm literally seeing like the whole planet turning. You feel me? So once where everything was dark, everything's coming to like this beautiful scenery, and like the shift takes place metaphysically before it does physically, if that makes sense. So my energy will, this is very deep. I'm feeling this very deep. My energy, this is so deep. This is so deep. This is so deep. This is so deep. Because now I'm understanding with this 9 of Cups here, you guys made it to a promised land. You guys made it to the kingdom within, that fulfillment. So what you guys did was you went within and you focused your energy and you aligned it with the kingdom within. So that shifted the planet. Energetically, you're not here. Energetically, you may physically be here, but energetically, you are aligned with a greater being, a greater source, a higher power, which you feel fulfilled from, okay? And with this here is, like I said, metaphysically, the shift has taken place. Physically, it is being worked on. It's being worked on behind the scenes. Wheel of Fortune, it's a new beginning. It's a new beginning within this justice. And not necessarily a new beginning, but let's see. Let's get more on this Wheel of Fortune. What's changing? What's changing? I want to know what's changing. And there's actually a lot of change here because you have double 5s. Like I said, 55 was coming out. 555 could be significant. We come from the 4 to the 5 to the 5. So what's changing is, it's funny, look, 555. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I literally pulled another 5 out. So look, this is 5. So we have 555 here. That's the message for this 555. You feel what I'm saying? So what's changing is you're no longer scared. The collective is no longer scared for the most part. Before, the collective used to be in a scarcity, a very scared mindset, fear mongering. You feel what I'm saying? Like, fear rules. If you don't, I'm writing a book, and that's gonna be one of the chapters about fear. But the collective is no longer scared. You are no longer tricking us with that bullshit. All right, the collective literally has became into union with themselves as one. So what do they have to be scared of? They have mastered their dark and their light. They have came into union with their feminine, their masculine energy. Therefore, they understand that everything is one. There is no separation. Therefore, there is no scarcity. You can't put no fear into us. Why? Because the only way you was putting fear into us was through the spell of DEATH. Death. Which, you understand, ain't no such thing as death. And I feel like for this collective, for my golden child, I feel like I'm really talking to a powerful collective. You understand there ain't no such thing as that. You are the phoenix rising. When you get to ashes, you will rise as a phoenix. There is no death for you, all right? There is no lower. There is none of that for you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's exactly what's changing. Guys, as we're talking about death, look at what's on the bottom of the deck, gang. There is no death. Like, you have went through so many deaths and rebirths, bro. It is not even funny. And reason justice is being served is because you have been putting in the work. Whoever I'm speaking to, you have been putting in the work. You have been putting in the work. And it feels Like a lot, okay? You have been putting in the work for time, even when it felt like a lot. You've been putting in the actions. You've been aligning your actions with your desired reality. Congratulations. Congratulations, because with this death card, it was not easy. It took for you to see things from a whole new perspective. It took for you to let go. Like I said, let go. Let go is super big here, because it's justice. It's like, let go, because things are changing. So like, really let go, because you don't have to hold on to past ways of how people treated you or things like that, because it's only going to hinder your process. Because the Most High is like, listen, Lord, justice has been served. So don't dwell on these beings, because your justice has been served. You just got to go experience your justice. Like, go experience your justice real quick, and you're going to see, like, we made it fine. Like, things is good now. Like, relax. Relax. Death. What ended here? What ended here? Something ended, though. What ended, Most High? The Lovers. I like that card. I ain't gonna lie. And look, the Lovers is a card of the 6. The number 6 deals with endings. All right, come on, y'all. The number 6 deals with endings. I know some ended here. So the way that you give your love, the way that you reciprocate love, and the way that you receive love has changed. You no longer are in the scarcity mindset. When you were in this mindset before, this would have came out in reverse. You were unsure about your love. You ain't know who to give your love to. You ain't know how to handle your love. You ain't even know what the fudge your love meant. Now, you know exactly what self-love is. You understand that. You understand that love is the reciprocation of yourself, right? You can only show yourself that love that you desire. And because you have been giving yourself that love, you've probably walked away from many situations. You're being congratulated in the astros. You're being congratulated wherever you walk, wherever you go, because you have reciprocated this for yourself. You do not accept anything less than righteous love. I like this. I like this. Let's get some more on the Lovers, though. And how is this significant to that dream? I just heard test. It was all a test. I heard it was a test. So the Lovers is clarified by the 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. This is giving me a lot of outside energy, because the 6 of Wands is in reverse. So I feel like you could be in between that energy of like, okay, this side is like celebrating myself. I feel like you're very back and forth right now with your energy. Is like you're feeling like celebrating yourself, and then on this side, what is on the other side of this Pentacles right here? Because on one side we have 6 of Wands in reverse, which is not feeling worth. You're not feeling worthy. And on the other side, oh my God, like, I can't make it up. Like, literally, the 6 of Wands is dealing with celebrating yourself. And what did I just say? Celebrating yourself. So look, on the other side of this is you are celebrating yourself. But both of these should be upright, to be honest. And you shouldn't really be juggling back and forth. Why are you juggling back and forth between feeling like you're worth it and feeling like you're not worth it? I don't like the way that came out. Why are you back and forth between feeling like you're not worth it? And that could have been significant with this dream too. It's like, I knew I was worth it. I knew I could go touch the orb, but I didn't. I did not touch the orb. You're back and forth because in an Empress. Stop playing with me. So look, you're literally back and forth with your energy because I'm seeing this was a long journey for you. This is a very long journey from you coming into union yourself with the Wheel of Fortune. Things have been taking time. They have been going slow, but things will speed up. You're calling in your divine union. This is what this is about. You've been calling in your divine union. Justice has been served. Your divine union is coming to you. That's a lot of energy. You've been picking up on the energy. You've been feeling it. You've been manifesting it. And like, it's a lot right now. It's a lot. You're juggling a lot because at the same time of trying to put into your manifestations and achieve your desired reality, you understand that you're being prepared for somebody. So I feel like this could grab you back right in that scarcity mindset. Even though it's in reverse, you gotta watch out because I feel like there are beings who want to put you into that scarcity mindset. There are beings who understand like you have a divine union. You have a divine soul contract coming in. You do. You do. Tell me more about this spirit. Tell me more about this soul gang, I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Like, I can't make it up, gang. Like, I can't make it up. This is fiery. This is fast. But you see how it's in reverse. See how it is in reverse? Because I was just saying, there's beings who know that this is meant. Because like, it only makes sense. It only makes sense. Because if you've been watching from behind the scenes, and seeing the changes and the shifts that's been going on in the seeds, the chosen seeds life, what's next? They said this person has went through the pits of hell. They rose from the ashes. They're here now. They're doing better than ever. They don't look like what they've been through. They're putting in constant action. They're putting in constant work. So what's next? To receive this. And this is an upright, and I'm going to, not yet, but once I get clarity on why it's an upright, even though I do know it's because of these beings, these watchers. These are a lot of dilly gaggies who 555, like, you're going to go through a lot of fucking change. Like, I gotta express it like that. Whoever these beings are, 555, this is a major shift that is going on in your life. This is like shifts that your life will never, ever, 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 ever look the same after this. Trust me. 555 is literally my number, bro. I'm literally life path 4 gang. I experienced change my whole life. That's what I do. Like, why you think life path 4 is we look for security. You feel me? Like, we could be some of the most loyal people because we've experienced so much change in our life. All we do is experience change. I look for stability. I look for something I can be stable with. With the Knight of Wands, this is coming in fast. This is definitely coming in fast. This is not something that is, it might feel slow. It might feel a little slow, but that's because of your energy. Remember, we're all a reflection of our energy. It might feel a little slow. And how do they make this? How do they make this jump from the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups? That's what I want to know. Look, Queen of Cups. So you have the 5 of Cups in reverse, and you have the King of Cups in reverse. So the King of Cups in reverse could be somebody who's very emotionally ruling. Like, they're very ruling with their energy. They're very fixed. They're very emotionally immature. I'm seeing like just a very immature energy. And with the 5 of Cups in reverse, it's about leaving that. It's about literally, it's all coming out in reverse. So it's like, and you have the star on the bottom of the deck. And it's literally with the water, transmuting this water. There's nothing to be spilled. There's nothing to be cried about. There's nothing to cry about. Like, you might, it's all right to process them feelings, but what I'm saying here is like, there is nothing chosen to be worried about. You are exactly where you need to be. You have done the work. Like, you got to recognize you've done the work. So the wish fulfillment is yours. Like I said, 1111 was a big message for this. The star, wish fulfillment. You know what I'm saying? What's under this? The moon in reverse. So the star, wish fulfillment. And finally, you'll be able to see. For a lot of y'all, it's y'all work so long in the spiritual realms that you haven't seen a lot of things. You haven't been seeing how much work. You can't physically see the love that you put on the planet, right? Little things, right? But like, this right here is really emphasizing that you have hit a point where nobody can take advantage of your emotions anymore. Nobody can take advantage of your emotions anymore. And that was the biggest lesson you needed to learn with the Queen of Cups, how to treat yourself emotionally, how to deal with your cups, how to deal with your cups. The Queen of Cups is intuitive, very intuitive. You feel what I'm saying? So you're very intuitive. It was all about connecting back with your intuition. It was all about connecting with your intuition. That's what this is about. Cool. Understand it now. Understand, overstand. Understand, overstand. This is about your cups. Cups is what? Water, intuition. So this is what this is about. How do you get to this 10 of Cups? Listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Why is their intuition? Their intuition is guiding them. Their intuition is guiding them, and especially to this union. And you feel it. 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 You may be getting messages. You may be getting a lot of love songs, right? Scrolling through, and you're just getting messages. You feeling your soulmate's energy right around the corner, literally. I want to close this message out, Spirit. I don't want to make this too long. Is there anything else you want me to leave the collective with? Page of Pentacles. There is no waiting. You don't have to wait. That's the thing about this. Like, the Knight of Pentacles was coming out before. You don't have to wait. Unrealistic desires. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to leave you guys with is be mindful of what you're transmuting. Be mindful of what you're looking at. Be mindful of what you're adding into your cup, what you're blending, all right? Because this is all about unrealistic desires, overly attached with the materialistic things. And I feel like once you get in that energy of overly attached with these materialistic things, you start, everything else goes to shit. Because it's like you're not looking at it from a fulfilled point of view. You're always going to be unfulfilled if you're chasing something like that. So it's like about realizing that you have entered a place of security, and you've entered a youth. You have found your youth again with the Page of Pentacles. You have found security in your youth. You have found security in who you are. There is no need to look outside of yourself. You have made it this far through you. You feel what I'm saying? So just be mindful, and really, this is like really focus your manifest. Like it's really time to lock in. I don't know. It's time to lock in. Like, that's what the hell I'm getting. It's time to lock in. Like, it's time to lock in. Stop playing with yourself. That wants to come out because I see the Emperor in there, and that's exactly the last card I'm gonna pull. These are the last 3 cards I'm gonna pull. Look at this. We have the Emperor coming out, and he's upright. Look at who sits right here. They gonna sit beautifully together. But hold on, before you gotta understand. So we have the Two of Swords, which is duality of mind and matching. Okay, so this is about before you come into union, right? You have to match the frequency of your soulmate. Like, whether you guys are matching, you guys are vibrating, you know what I'm saying, high. But it's this thing of like meeting their balance, because whoever you guys are calling in, the Most High is sending towards you guys, they're very confident. They are very like goal driven, very aligned with your energy. So it's like the Most High is making sure that you guys are reaching your highest self before you guys come into union. They're making very much sure that all illusions of self are being cleared, all illusions of balance. They want you balanced, because you might be in this energy of not feeling too balanced right now, or you're lacking clarity. You feel what I'm saying? Could be unstable with the duality of your mind, with the way you transmute energy. Again, you have came into union with yourself, so it's important to balance yourself out. With the Emperor here, it's like they're there. The Emperor, the Empress, they're here. This union's here. It's here. But now it's about obtaining that frequency where you can actually physically call it in, where you align with what the Most High Mother and Father wants. Okay, what the Most High Mother and Father is placed, because I do see you guys as a power couple here. I do see you guys as a power couple, and I'm gonna tell you why. With this 9 of Cups, the other 9 of Cups, the 2 9 of Cups come together, that's 18 Cups. That's more than enough. That's more than enough. You hear me? That's more than enough. So you're gonna have more than enough with this person. You're gonna feel more than enough. There is not gonna be no lack mindset how others have tried to portray it in the past. The only reason this isn't upright, I'm gonna pull one more card. I want to know why this isn't upright. What the hell is going on? 10 of Cups. Why is the 10 of Cups reversed? Clarify the 10 of Cups reversed. The Tower in reverse, and you have the Knight of Swords. Damn. Somebody's trying to rush. So you guys could be just a little bit itchy, like the clarity, like where they at? Like you could kind of be in this energy of not trusting the process. You got to trust the process. With the Knight of Swords, you could be trying to rush some clarity right here. It's not necessarily something that you're supposed to rush into. This is something that you're supposed to feel through. This is something you're supposed to feel and take your time through, because there's a lot uncovering for you. There's a lot going down in your life right now. The Wheel of Fortune, things are changing drastically. You are coming to this celebratory. Justice has been served on the behalf of the chosen. Gratitude, Most High Mother and Father. Gratitude, Most High Mother and Father. Gratitude, Most High Mother and Father. I appreciate love that. And I appreciate love the collective. I appreciate love my channels and my spirit guides for. Thank you. But yeah, so again, with that union, if you have been pondering about a union or you feel your soulmate around you, this is your confirmation. It's just, you're meant to really come. Now it's to really fill out the intuition, solar plexus, these watery, the sacral chakra, like focus really on, it's something about the fluids of your body. The fluids of your body is very significant. Make sure you're getting water. I'm picking up a lot of air sign energy, fire sign, and water sign, and earth sign. We got all signs here. So that's Aries, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that's Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that's Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of energy out over here. And again, this was a collective reading, so it makes sense. Do not rush. Stop rushing. Stop rushing the process, for real. Stop rushing the process. I'm your confirmation. There, you've been getting a million different signs that your soulmate's here. You can actually feel it now. You feel the, so do not rush. The Most High got you. They will never let you down. I love y'all. Peace to the collective. High vibrations, low vibrations. If this message resonated with you and you like a personal reading to book more into this, or a separate, you have a separate situation going on, you can always hit me up. The link is in my bio. $35 personal phone call readings. You can ask as many questions as you want over the phone readings. That's what I do. And yeah, y'all. Until next time. Like I said, if this resonated, let me know in the comments. Share y'all stories. You know what I'm saying? Talk. This is a safe place, a safe chat. Is that everything, Spirit? I said, is that everything? The Most High wants me to let you know that they effing love you. They love you. They love you. They congratulate you every step of the way. They love you. None of your work has gone unseen. They love you. They love you. They've been taking good care of you. I'm telling you, they've been taking care of you. They've been taking care of you. Peace, peace, peace.